It's Madden NFL 23, and the focus is on Courtland Sutton. He was perfect for them a week ago, getting a pair of...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Quickly to the air is Wilson.
Dancing to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take chance of them.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the 40 now on second down. Herbert toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Herbert back to the air. The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Wilson will throw again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that was... ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback,
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get...
First down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown number 7 in the air.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Broncos coming out now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Stage are still too early.
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Wilson now off the bootleg. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Again, Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know what they do for these situations. First down.
And build that trust. That's how they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, 28 yards. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So here are the Chargers to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. David Parnell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go Madison up the middle. Ooh, with a juke. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Going to run with Madison again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad spot.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And I'm not sure. Did they stop it? They did.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Running on first down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On second down, Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Ready up!
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Herbert on 1st down now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pass.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use... timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down.
Out quickly to Judy.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Akeem Hicks able to get in there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Not much defensive resistance on that ground. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
This has just really been a solid second half for them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead, and they start. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review.
Not good enough, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a